Okay, for the neck assessment, you're going to stand as tall as you can. Imagine you're a puppet getting pulled up by the string by the top of your head, and you're going to look up at the sky as far as you can. Next, you're going to pull your chin down to your chest as far as you can. Next, turning your head left as far as you can. And then right. Next, you're going to rotate and flex, so you're going to turn your head as far as you can and then try and bring it down to the collarbone. And then again the other side, turn down to the collarbone. And then lastly, we're going to tilt, which is ear to shoulder. So again, bring it over, ear to shoulder as far as we can. Hey guys, so for our arms overhead assessment, what we're going to do is stand with our feet together, and then I'm going to keep my spine neutral and draw my arms up as far as I can without my spine changing position. Coming down, just so you can see from the front, feet together, spine neutral, and then just bringing my arms up as far as I can without the spine moving at all. Keeping the shoulders down. So not reaching up here, sucking the shoulders down, so shoulders down into the waist, keep that position, moving the arms up. Okay, shoulder mobility assessment. What I'm going to do is wrap my thumbs inside my fists, I'm going to stand with my feet together, and then I'm going to put my hands out like a T and reach them as close as I can behind my back. Doing both sides. From there, we also have a shoulder clearing test. So I'm going to put the heel onto my collarbone and bring my elbow up as high as I can. And then again on the other side. This one is just a pain, yes or no assessment. Okay, the squat assessment. I'm going to stand with my feet shoulder width apart, feet pointing straight ahead. And then from there, keeping the spine neutral, I'm going to pull down into the bottom position as best as I can, keeping my knees aligned over the third to fourth toe, and then pushing through the feet to stand up. Again, throughout all of this, my spine should remain neutral. I can reach out in front of me if I want. Okay, but spine should remain neutral, and I want to try and get my hip below my knee. Pushing up, standing up. Okay, the lunge assessment. Doing this lunge assessment, I'm going to be on a line. Normally when you'd be exercising, you would lunge with your feet hip to shoulder width apart. But for the assessment, we're going to go onto the line because that's going to bring up some movement restrictions if we have any. So I'm going to step forward into the line, keeping the spine neutral and pointing straight up at the roof. Bring my knee down to touch. If your foot touches the back of your leg, you're going to need to step a little bit more forward, and then again, try and touch that knee down on the ground behind your front heel and come back up. This one, we're going to have to do both sides. So again, into one line, keeping vertical, touch that knee down behind the front foot, and then come back to a standing position. Okay, next I'm going to do my ankle mobility assessment. So what I'm going to do is stand on a line and I'm going to put my feet heel to toe. From there I'm going to sit down on my back foot and bend that knee as much as I can, or go down as low as I can, and then coming up. I've got to do that both sides, so heel to toe, and then bending as much as I can, and then so you can see it side on, so heel to toe, and then sitting down on that back foot as much as I can, bending. I've got to keep that back heel flat on the floor. So it doesn't count if I come up. I've got to keep that flat, sit down on it, and bend as much as I can. Then coming up. Okay, toe touch test. What I'm going to do is stand with my feet together, keep my legs straight, and go down and touch the floor as best I can. So from the side, feet together, legs straight, and reach down as far as you can. Coming back up. Okay, so next we're going to do the trunk stability push-up. So to do this trunk stability push-up, I'm going to lay flat on the floor on my stomach. I'm going to bring my arms up overhead, touching my thumbs together, and I'm going to, if I'm a male, bring my hands down to my chin, slide it out to shoulder width apart, tuck my toes under, bring my knees and my elbows off the floor, and push my body up as one unit as best I can. Then coming down. If I'm a female, I'm going to bring my hands down to touch my collarbones, slide them out to shoulder width apart, tuck my toes under, bring my knees and my elbows off the floor, and then push my body up as one unit as best I can. Okay, I'm going to have a flexion and extension clearing test. So I'm going to do extension and flexion. So coming down onto my belly, I'm going to bring my hands under my shoulders, keeping my hips on the floor, straighten my arms as much as I can. Is there pain? Yes, no. Coming down, and then tucking my knees under, rocking back, touching my butt to my heels and my head down on the floor. Flexion. Is there pain? Yes, no. And that's my 2 spinal clearing tests. Okay, glute bridge test. So to do the glute bridge test, I'm going to come down onto the floor, palms facing the sky, feet hip to shoulder width apart, and now I'm going to squeeze my butt, driving my hips up to the roof, trying to create a straight line between my knee, hip, and shoulder. Coming back down.